So here we've got trashing. I mean, we have plenty of trashing with like develop and count and stuff like that, but it's not gonna be irrelevant because we got donate, which is just uber trasher. We've got actions with fortress, and necropolis, I guess, but we'll probably trash that. We've got draw with old witch, council room. We can set aside treasures with crypt. Outpost is nice. Basically like a free extra turn. So with donate, you can kind of figure out exactly where your deck's going very fast. No point getting develop because I'm going to trash everything with donate, so I'll just take a silver. Develop could be good in the late game though, after the initial trashing phase, because I can develop fortresses into like a 3 cost and a 5 cost, which sounds not bad to me. Horse traders is, I don't know, less good. If you donate all your cards, it's not like you needed to discard junk cards. Considering just donating here down to like silver, copper, 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 pay it off by a 5. What's the 5 gonna be? Maybe I donate down and just immediately start doing develop fortress stuff. I can get like a bunch of mystics and stuff for payload pretty easily. Don't know. Develop seems like a good thing to get. Not develop, donate seems like a good thing to get. Do I need to hold on to my necropolis? I think so. If I'm doing the develop fortress thing, I like to play necropolis before develop, put something good on top, draw it with fortress, and that requires having an action. So maybe I do hold on to it. That might be foolish, but I'm going to try it. Or am I? It's probably stupid. Trashing cards is good. But the real thing that scares me there is even if I get like develop and fortress, I have to line them up, and the more junk cards I leave, the less likely I am to do that. There's like a real risk that my hand is like develop copper's necropolis, and then I can't even hit the fortress on the turn that I want to. Forward it. I think I'm going to buy the develop first because I can trash 1 copper in the first turn and then still have enough to buy fortress. Whereas if I do the fortress buy first, it's doing nothing for me. Let's get develop. Trash copper, buy fortress. This also has a nice benefit of guaranteeing that it's in my hand. Now I have exactly 5 cards. So I want to buy a second fortress because I'd like the ability to play an action first. So I have 2 actions that I can develop something and draw it with fortress. Maybe it's already time for outpost. Sure, I'll do outpost. And I'll buy fortress. You only ever really want 1 outpost because they don't really stack with each other. Otherwise, you could take like infinite turns. But a free turn always sounds good to me. So I want to hit 5, I think, and add a draw card. No, that's not important to me. I'll get a 5 off of my develop anyway. So let's do this. I will develop this. I'll put a old witch on top for draw. Then a silver. Draw the silver. Play the outpost. Buy another village. Well, I was hoping I'd find this with a village, but I didn't. Alright, I think that was not an unreasonable design. I think their path there just seemed a lot worse. When donate's around, you can't just like open like you normally would. Donate is really, really, really affects your opening. Stuff like mill or horse traders are normally good cards because in a deck that's got junk like estates or shelters, they help you hit 5 anyway. Mill can discard your shelters for 2 VP, or for not 2 VP, for 2 treasures. Horse traders for 3. And like their opening would be fine if you like ignore donate and said I need to hit 5 soon. But with donate around, you can just like trash all the junk, donate like straight down to like silvers and stuff. And then there's not a whole lot of junk to discard to horse traders. You don't want horse traders because it's taking up functionally 3 spots in your 5-card hand, because horse traders plus the 2 cards you discard. And so you'd much rather just a silver that's taking up less space. So I think this thing that they were doing with horse traders didn't make a whole lot of sense. It looks like they never even donated. Like, they've still got their junk in their deck. Wait, now I'm really confused. Surely they donated because they're missing the coppers. Why do they still have the Hovel, Necropolis, and Overgrown Estate around? Why would they donate and then leave those? I really, really don't understand that. Yeah, this strategy doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Just donate down, and then build your deck back up pretty much immediately. Is how you play Donate Kingdom.